So I'm going to have a go at the 7th exercise in the array section of top interview questions on Leetcode. It's called +1. Okay, you're given a large integer represented as an integer array, digits, where digits I is the ith digit of the integer. The digits are ordered from most significant to least significant in left to right order. The large integer does not contain any leading zeros. Increment the large integer by 1 and return the resulting array of digits. So for example, if we're given the digits 1, 2, 3, we need to output 1, 2, 4 because the array represents the integer 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 plus 1 is 1, 2, 4. Okay, given 4, 3, 2, 1, we need to return 4, 3, 2, 2, and given 9, we need to return 1, 0, 10. Okay, the number of digits is between 1 and 100, and the digits are between 0 and 9. The digits does not contain any leading zeros. Okay, so let's have a think about this. Okay, so we're given an array of values and that represents a number. We could build that number by scanning through the array, maybe from the front to the end, taking the value, and then each time we take another step, we multiply our value by 10 and add the next number onto it. So 1 times 10 plus 2 is 12, and then 12 times 10 plus 3 is 1, 2, 3. Then we could add 1 onto this number and then build the array from the result we've got. So we end up with 1, 2, 4, and we need to go build an array of 1, 2, 4 in a similar way. But the main problem with this is that an integer can only go up to 2 to the power 32. A long, I think, goes up to 2 to the 64, which is a large number, but this array can be 10 to the 100 in size, so we're not going to be able to store the number in that way. So what I'm going to do instead is something a bit different. So what I'm going to do is loop from the back of the array here, and I'm going to just add 1 onto this number. So we've got 3 plus 1 equals 4. I'm going to put the 4 into there and then return the array. That's the job done. Of course, the problem is going to be if we're given a 9, because I'm going to look at the 9, add 1 onto it, and we've got 10. So I need to set the 0 here and carry 1 and carry on into the next digit. Now in this case, of course, we would just add 1 on and put a 3 there, and then we return the result. Now the obvious next step, and the thing which they're bound to give us in the test, is going to be if they give us only 9s. So what I'm going to do there is look at this one, add 1 onto it, and then it's just like primary school maths. We're just adding 1 onto this number, it goes to the next value and carries 1. Then that goes to the next value, carries 1. That goes to the next value, and we've got 1 to carry. So I'm going to have to do at the end, if we still have 1 to carry, I'm going to have to create a whole new array with 1 at the beginning and then the array of zeros, because we're only ever going to add 1. So I think I've got a plan of what I'm going to do, so let's have a look at that. Okay, so I've just coded up a test there just to give it 1, 2, 3. Before submitting, I'm definitely going to test all 9s, but now I'll write the methods. So what I need to do is I need to loop from the last digit through to the first digit. So the first index we're going to look at is digits size -1, or digits length -1. I is greater than or equal to 0, I minus minus. Now, so I'm going to add 1 onto I. I'm going to make a Boolean value here, carry. And we're going to start off with a carry set to false. I'm going to take this digit, it's digits at I, and I'm going to add 1 onto it. Just add 1 onto it straight away. And if digit equals 10, then digit goes back to 0 and carry goes to true. Otherwise, carry is set to false. Whether we're going to carry 1 or not, we're going to set digits at I back to the new digit that we've got with 1 added. Actually, we finished if we're not carrying. So here I can just say if not carry, return digits. So I think that's going to deal with every case except all 9s. Now if we get to the end, then the question is, do we have a final digit to carry? But I'm just going to test that and see if it works with 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4, so that's right. Now I'm going to see 1, 2, 9 to test if the carry is working. So obviously we want to see 130, and that works. And I'll just test 199, and we'd like to see 200. That works. Now if I test 999, I think we're going to see 0, 0, 0. Yes. So at the very end, I'm just going to have to say, if we are carrying over a final digit, then because they're primitive arrays, I'm going to have to create a whole new array. So I'll call it result, and it's the old array length +1. And then result at, the result's going to be initialized to all 0s. So I just need to say result at position 1 equals 1 and return result. And I think that will do it. But we're kind of lucky that the array is initialized to 0s. If it was initialized to just whatever was randomly in memory, we'd have to loop through and set them all to 0. But it's only 100 long, so it wouldn't really matter. And there's our answer, 1000. So that's my solution. I can't really think of any other way of doing it. So I'm going to submit that and see how it does. Okay, it's run the example code where it just tested it with 1, 2, 3. So I'll submit that and see Okay, so I beat 100% of Java submissions. I think that there was only one way of doing it. And I'm here on memory usage, so maybe some people decided to make a second array and copy over into that, which would have been a slight variation that maybe then, well, I'm not sure what the benefit would have been, but that's my solution to +1 on Leetcode. Thanks for watching.